Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today's video, I want to be as authentic as possible. I've literally just turned my computer on and sat on the sofa. Most of the time when I make a video, I'm putting so much effort into how my backdrop looks, how my hair looks, what my face is doing, what outfit I've chosen. It's exhausting. And I'm not saying that this is the way I'm going to go because, when you put content on, when you put creation, when you put content out there, you do want to be perceived by, liked by the majority of people who tune into your videos. This is not necessarily the case, but I just want to be liked by the majority of people that are going to tap on my videos. It's hard because I don't actually know what people like. I don't know what people like in me. What I like in other people is being authentic. So this is me at my rawest. I'm wearing this jumpsuit, which has got some crazy pictures on it. It's not something I would ever wear out in the world, but I wear it a lot in my house because it's dead comfy. It's literally one piece of material. It's so stretchy. It's just comfy. I love soft things. I'm sorry, I have a hair on me. It's so annoying when you have a hair on your skin. Yeah, there's so many different versions of MJ in this world. I think everyone who knows me might see me differently from the next person. I'm a bit of a chameleon, and this is really common for autistic people. We become exactly what other people expect of us to be. I am different with everyone. Sometimes I'm quiet and shy and reserved. Sometimes I'm outgoing and bubbly. Really depends on what the person who I'm with's personality is like, and I will mirror that. I'm naturally an introvert, and I say most people who know me would know that anyway. I got my autism diagnosis a year ago. Last year, I was self-diagnosed for a good few years before that, and I decided that it was important for me to get an official diagnosis. So that's the journey I went on. And it has been life-changing. It has been very affirming. It has been something that has helped me to discover who I naturally am. Because my whole life has been spent being what other people need me to be and want me to be. That to the point that I am convinced by my own mask. I don't actually know who I am. The only person in this world that really gets to see every angle, every element of who MJ is as a person is my husband. Even the family that I grew up in, I was conditioned very much to be seen and not heard, and very polite, very well mannered. That's who I was because that's who my parents needed me to be. And as a result, I am a kind, respectful adult. I have manners. I am polite when I meet people. I do good, introduction type things. But it's also a massive performance, and I just wish that I knew who I was in the core. So although my autism is part of my identity, the biggest thing of my identity is the fact that I'm a child of God. My identity is in Christ. My faith is massively important to me, and it tailors who I am in this world. So I will always be polite. I will always be kind and generous and gentle, because these are the attributes that I find really attractive, and I want to be them. But I also want to figure out if I'm bold, if I'm creative, if I'm confident, if I have wisdom. These things are also really important to me, but I have no idea if these are the things I just mimic. I certainly don't mimic boldness. I wish I could mimic boldness. Maybe I could do it for like a day and then I'd be caught out. Yeah. Another thing with my autism diagnosis is I have learned to stim. I used to stim as a child, and that was something that was kind of, what's the word? Squished in me. And can I just say, please don't squish someone who stims. It's not harming anyone. It's their way of regulating, okay? And I stim a lot with my hands. I'm either touching my face or flicking my fingers or pulling, wrenching my hands. it's just something I do, and I do a lot more when I'm on my own than I am out in public or at work. But that's just because I don't want to be seen, I don't want to be noticed. So I do it at home, and I'm most comfortable. In my own home is where where I don't need to mask, rather, where I can sit how I want, where I can act like I want, where I don't have to smile, I don't have to give eye contact, I don't have to be nice. But this is the one that I do most. Like, I just, my fingers dance. I love my dancing fingers, and I wish that I had them all my life, because the fact that I was not allowed to stim growing up, it just meant that anxiety grew, and I was a very, very anxious child. I was very quiet and reserved as a result of never being allowed to be visible. Another thing that I have learned since my diagnosis, my official diagnosis, is just, it's okay to be me. I accept everyone else for being them. So why has it always been such a journey to be me and accept that? Like, I'm all right. I might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I strive so hard to be liked by the majority of people who I meet and who I'm around and I spend time with. That it's just too chameleon, too much of a chameleon. I don't want to be a chameleon. Since my diagnosis, I've discovered, like, okay, like, let's just be me, let's be real, and no apologizing for it. Like, do not apologize for who you are. I still fall into that category, though. I have to be honest with you. I can't deny that being liked by the majority of people is something that I really struggle with. Being a content creator, there's a lot of pressure, and the more videos you put out on YouTube, you kind of get like a dopamine hit for every like, for every comment, for every new subscriber, and you can fall into this trap of caring too much. And for a second I did. I was like, oh, how do I monetize this channel? How do I get loads of subscribers? How do I keep my videos short but really relevant to people? And I take a step back, and I'm just like, it actually doesn't matter. The whole reason I started this YouTube channel was to share my story, to share the stuff that I'm learning about female autistics who are late diagnosed, because that's my journey, and just share with like-minded people, share my thoughts, hear their thoughts, and almost create a community with people. This is what's important to me. I would love to earn money from just telling you my story, but I don't want to fall into the trap of putting out content just so I can get hits. Like, it's not authentic. There's nothing wrong with making money off of your YouTube channel, and ultimately, the bigger you get, that is most likely happen anyway. I actually don't want to get that big because I'm autistic. It's going to be too scary for me if I have too many subscribers. Thank you, everyone who has subscribed to my channel. You are amazing, and I love the fact that you help me and support me. And I watch many of your videos, those of you who are content creators too. And I feel close to you guys, even though we've never met. But that's what it's all about. It's not, I don't want to be too big. Don't let me get too big, guys, because also I hate ego. And if I start showing that I have got ego in my videos, then you need to comment below and say, hey MJ, you've changed. Let's get back to being real again. Unfiltered, unapologetic. And my hair, I keep touching my hair and it's probably driving you all crazy. Sorry, because it's just freshly washed, so it's really fluffy. It's really like lion's mane. I'm still figuring out how to work my hair. I absolutely love that it has natural definition to it, but it does mean I touch it a lot. I touch my face a lot. I've probably done that in every single one of my videos. My hands are always doing something. Yeah, it's just part of my who I am. This is things that I hide when I'm out in public. Like, I try really, really hard to just be, what's the word, like kind of almost invisible, but present. Like, she's there, we got an essence of her, but not too much. She's not overbearing, Anyway, like, actually, some parts of my profile I have PDA, pathological demand avoidance. I have dyslexia. I have aphantasia. I think that's what it's called. Another thing is I have alexithymia. Another part of my persona is, let me think. Well, nothing's coming to mind anyway, so I'll just leave it at that. But you've got a little insight on who I am, how what life is for me, and that's me for today.